What is up, everyone? So, today I want to talk about how to improve your sales skill influence. And I will tell you, it will change your life if you practice these skills enough. And the truth is, we only become what we practice, whether that's good or whether that's bad. And I brought up influence because sales by itself always kind of felt grimy to me. And I'll explain to you the process that I had to go through on my journey. When I graduated from ASU, I graduated in kinesiology, and I focused specifically on being a personal trainer because I had my own experience with being overweight and losing my weight, and I just wanted to do the same thing for others. And they never told me I had to sell people. Like, I thought they just signed up and would train with me. Not the case. So I went through my process, and the first person I tried to sell, I kid you not, I was stuttering. I was freaking out. It was pretty bad, to say the least. I didn't get to sell, if you could guess. But I tried. I tried the best that I could. And I actually had to look within and figure out how to make that better for me so I could make it better for them. Because I'm sure she was just as uncomfortable as I was, because I was crashing and burning, and she wasn't liking it either. No one likes to deal with uncomfortability. And so I had to re-look at what sales was to me. And when I started through my journey, sales was always talked about as your used car salesman or selling an ice to an Eskimo. And that's just not the game I wanted to play. Like, if you're doing that, you're energetically not showing up for you, honestly, and you're not showing up for the person that you're trying to serve. And knowing that, I knew that's not what I was going to do. So I had to adjust and say, all right, Cliff, what are you doing as a salesperson, and how can I help people as the salesperson? Because I got to learn this skill set. I wasn't about to lose my dream off of a technique that was difficult for me. I just realized I had to practice that technique. And looking back, as I've gone through my journey, fast forward, I like combining my power of six with a specific technique called spin selling. I'm going to explain what spin selling is in a second. And so when you're with the first stage, the first principle of my power of six, you're getting clarity, confidence, and commitment. And clarity to me was, I needed to learn how to sell. I needed to learn how to influence correctly. The confidence often gets construed with competence. Confidence just means you know you can do it if you practice it enough. And I know a lot of people tell you either you're a natural salesperson or you're not. And that really doesn't mean that much, because I wasn't a natural MMA fighter and I became a high level MMA fighter. I wasn't a natural wrestler and I became a high level wrestler. So you can become what you put energy into. That's it. You become what you put energy into, whether you're naturally talented at it or not. And so I knew I could get good at this skill. I just knew I had to put in the work. And the commitment piece, I was committed to putting in the work. And going back to my principle number 2, which is game plan, I figured out, okay, what systems work for me best and how do they work for me? And I tried with several different sales scripts. I tried with several different techniques. And this one actually, honestly, just recently came up, but it's a framework that I really, really like. You know, I was practicing the 10 clarities for a long, long time. And I'm not going to go into the details of the 10 clarities because spin selling is the easiest, simplest one. And it's actually very, very powerful. Very, very powerful technique. And so what you do is spin stands for an acronym. The S stands for the situation. What is that person's situation? So as a personal trainer and now as a coach, it's a little bit different, but let's just go with personal trainer to start off with. So the situation is, okay, where are they at? What are they looking to do? Are they trying to lose 25 pounds? Are they trying to lose 30 pounds? And then from the situation and figuring out the situation, you go into what the problem is exactly, why they're having trouble with that process. Why are they having trouble losing that 25 or 30 pounds? Have they tried losing it for a while? Have they put in effort and failed multiple times, or have they tried once, or have they not tried at all? Just really understanding that process completely. And the I is implementation or implementation. And what that is how bad is the problem if it doesn't get fixed? Like, how bad can this be? If you're 25 to 30 pounds overweight, that could potentially be diabetes, cancer, heart attack. Really figuring that out and understanding that. Are they coming to see me because their doctor told them to come see me because their blood pressure is too high? Are they coming to see me because they don't like the way they look anymore? What is that reason? And then the N is for needs payoff. What do they really get for getting to this new place? Is their blood pressure going down? Do they like the way they look in the mirror? Is their confidence increased? Is their energy up? What are they going to get? And so I do that spin technique because it's great for me and it's great for them. You know, we both create that win-win scenario. And now I'm going to go even further with the power of six. Spin selling was in the game plan, right? But spin selling is going to be through the whole power of six. And this is why. Because what people miss is just because you have a template doesn't mean you're good at it. You know, you still have to go through the process, even with the template. And so my third principle with passionate action, you got to go try it. You know, and that's what I did is I started talking with clients regularly, and I tried and I tried and I tried, and I did fail. You know, you don't get it right away unless you're a natural talent, and I've never seen that, but maybe there is one out there. But you're going to have to practice. You're going to have to practice to get good at what you want to get good at. And so I was passionate about the people that I could serve, the people that I could help. And so that's what I always remembered. No matter how many times I skinned my knees, no matter how many times I fell. And that leads me to the fourth principle, which is unshakable faith. What messes people up consistently is they get the clarity, confidence, and commitment. They get the game plan, and they even get the passionate action. But when they hit the wall, when they hit that wall, it's very, very frustrating. But I'll tell you this. Once you get through the wall, everything starts getting a lot easier. And that's that unshakable faith part. And I always tell people, practice having faith early and often. Have feedback loops that are going to help you move forward, whether that's support systems, whether that's pictures that you can see, whether that's a vision you constantly look at, whether that's being grateful for something, whatever that needs to be. Go into that unshakable phase where you're going to practice this as much as you have to because you see a finish line at the end. You see the finish line. And I also talk about going past the finish line. And so from there, it's taking responsibility. And taking responsibility means willing to look within, right? Control what you can. Don't try and control what you can't. Get the knowledge and the wisdom from mentorship or people who can help you forward on your journey. What's interesting, as I'm going through my process, I'm learning more and more about the power of six because they all go together at all times. It's not, okay, I do this stage, then this stage, then this stage, then this stage. No, you're doing all of the stages together. You know, you're taking responsibility while you're having clarity, confidence, and commitment, while you're having unshakable faith, passionate action, and your game plan. And the sixth stage, the sixth principle is that greatness within mastery principle. And that's where you practice it so much and you get the mentorship and you get the people on your side where you are mastering something. You are stretching into something you didn't know you could even stretch into. And what I'll tell you, as I'm learning how to improve my ability to sell, not only for myself, but for the people that I work with. Because we're always selling ourselves. We might not realize it, but we're always selling ourselves on either us, and we're always selling ourselves on others. As a personal trainer, when I started off on my journey, I had to sell people on a belief that they didn't believe. Most people don't come to a personal trainer right off the bat. I wish they would. It's probably the smartest thing to do, but I get it. We're all going through our process and we're all trying to figure it out. And we go like, I'll just figure it out on my own. And then you start realizing like, oh crap, I'm missing a lot of pieces here. Let me go find this personal trainer. And what I'll say is when we sell someone on a dream, on a process, on a system that works, it's powerful. It's life-changing and it's transformational for them and it's transformational for you. Because when I see a person go through their success, it absolutely lights me up, makes me feel amazing and makes me say, let's go get some more people to light them up and bring their greatness out. And so that mastery piece is to say, constantly be stretching, constantly be growing, constantly see how far you can go, see how much you can stretch, see how great you can become on your journey, and influence as many people as you can along the way. And that's why I call it sales skills influence, because sales are important, but without that influential piece, that piece of influence means caring, to really go in deep with someone's thoughts, with someone's beliefs, with someone's goals, dreams, what they want to become, what they want to accomplish, and pushing into it and letting that grow as fully as possible and seeing just how bright they can shine. It's a great, great feeling for you and for them. And so I hope this helps you on your journey. If you're having trouble, if you are stuttering, if you're freaking out, if you're sweating, it's okay. It's okay. I don't like fake it till you make it. When I talk about confidence, just believe you can become what you practice. Just believe that. Don't try and fake into something that you're not, because your mind's going to know you're faking it and it's just going to say, oh, that's bullcrap. Learn the skill. Study the skill. Practice the skill. We become what we consistently do. We become what we consistently do. If you're looking to build a skill set, practice it, read up on it. I actually have the spin selling book right here. I've been using this sucker. I absolutely love it. And I will tell you, I've read a lot of sales books on my journey, and I'm going to continue to read sales books because I want to continue to get better for myself and for the people that I serve. So keep moving forward, keep learning the lessons that you need to learn, keep taking the actions that you need to take. And remember, there's greatness in you. I'm going to say, what's up, Gemma? I am doing well. Thank you, superstar. Hey, Suva. And let me see. Got a Facebook user who's saying, love you too. I think it might be Rick. What's up, Adele? We have been there. I've had those sales meetings that ended in 2 minutes, and even those 2 minutes seemed quite a long. Yeah, it happens sometimes. We learn and we adapt. I always say learn and adapt. Keep growing into who you want to be. Be surprised how far you can go. But thank you for sharing. So keep being amazing. Keep doing what you have to do. Put in the practice, put in the reps, and there's greatness in you. You all have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you later.